Number 198 from Indicator in one of their limited edition box sets comes Road Games. I've waited the longest time to see this movie. It's one that I've heard about a lot, just in passing, and didn't know too many details about it, but I was really thrilled to get it. And even looking at the cover and having an idea about the tale, I thought I was getting a horror movie or a slasher of some sort, and I was so wrong. In fact, I get something far, far better. I got this mix of Hitchcock Vibe along with Spielberg's Duel that was just utterly captivating, something that I was just brought into right from the start. We were introduced to Quid, played by Stacey Keach, who is a truck driver who has this pet dingo, and together they drive up and down the motorways just chatting, as he's a loquacious man talking to his pet as he theorises about people in their cars, just noticing everything. A character who is constantly watching and seeing things. And it's a wonderful performance for the first little while as we see him almost narrate the movie, and it's very charismatic. It really allows you to attach yourself to this character, and I really liked Quid almost instantly. I liked the way he was talking, what he was saying, and the way he was passing his time. And he hears about these body parts being found up and down this stretch of motorway, and he starts to see this same van appear all over the place, and he starts to get the notion that maybe the person in the van could be the person behind these killings, picking up hitchhikers, and that's basically where the movie goes. It's a kind of Rear Window-esque version of that on wheels. We get Jamie Lee Curtis, who plays Hitch. At one point, she is just a character whom there's an instant connection between her and Quid, and I like the partnership there as she listens to his tale and doesn't get scared, isn't afraid, doesn't get freaked out by it, but just pragmatically looks at it as, well, how can we fix this? How can we solve this situation? If the police won't listen to us, we'll deal with it ourselves. And I loved that aspect. I loved the aspect of these two amateur sleuths, without so much as a real romantic relationship, but just coming together because they found something interesting and they believe in it. There's many tense sequences within this movie and exciting sequences as well. It's one of those films that kept me on the edge of my seat. There's moments where Jamie Lee Curtis is found the van and is going inside, and Stacey Keach's character is trying to keep the person who owns the van locked within a toilet cubicle, and it's incredibly tense and suspenseful, and it builds it up immensely. So it's wonderful, really well played out. And there's other sequences like that as well. There's just a sense of dread and terror throughout the movie. There's a moment, a wonderful sequence where Stacey Keach's character is on the phone. He's trying to notify the police about his suspicions. He's in this kind of dive bar and there's people there, and there is this wonderful 360 shot as the camera just goes round the entire place, showing us all the patrons as they suddenly stop and start paying attention to Quid's and to what he's saying, and the atmosphere just turns like that, and it goes from a friendly atmosphere to something extremely threatening. And the movie has plenty of scenes like that, and it's a short runtime of just under 100 minutes as well, and it's one that I was just enamoured with. You get wonderful characters, you get great set pieces, you get a story that is, yes, familiar, but really exciting, and it does have misgivings. That's the key about this movie for me. There's points that just don't really make much sense, contrivances that happen just to allow the story to move forward, but I just didn't care. I was too enamoured by the characters. I was too enamoured by the situation to care about the small flaws in this otherwise brilliant movie. This is one that I'm so glad that Indicator gave the deluxe treatment. I think it's fascinating. I think it is a perfect example of a kind of Hitchcock modern day-ish movie back then. Somebody really captured the essence of that atmosphere and the suspense and delivers on it wonderfully well. If you haven't seen Road Games, if you, like me, hadn't seen it, you need to check it out. It's utterly wonderful, and this edition from Indicator, I'm sure, won't last long. 5,000 limited copies. Pick it up while you can. It is wonderful. I'd love to know your thoughts on this movie. Let me know in the comment box below, and I will see you next time on Man v Film.